This map looks awesome.
Alright guys, welcome back to the most amazing gaming channel in the world. Today we're going to be going over the Season 4 Xbal build. You guys may have seen it in my sneak peek of my Penta. Yeah, that thing. In a video before. If you haven't, well, you're about to see now. First thing you want to go into is going to be your 2. The reason why you go into your 2 more than your 3 is do the damage on this. You can hit the entire min wave with it if you hit from the side. Probably not opportune, but you can. When doing that, you're going to deal 30 damage per dart. Just that in itself, you're going to hit 30 right here. This does 80, and you kind of throw them out too. But you're going to be able to hit the whole min wave with this, which is going to do 30. Then you have the poison damage, which is going to do an extra 10 damage every 0.5 seconds for 3. So really, that's adding, what, 0.5... So that's 20, 40, 60, plus 30 is 90. So this is technically doing more damage than your dash. Plus dashing is kind of odd to go in. If you don't agree with 2, well, 1, I'm going to disagree with you, but I would recommend going on into your 1 next. But with the current meta, I think this is definitely the better option as far as how I play. The next one that I would go on into would be the 3. The reason why is because you can go to your 2, you hit them all, and then you can dash. Not only are you going to be able to poke a shit ton of the ADCs if they take a dart, but your clear with this, with your bluestone, is going to be fucking ridiculous. Like, it really is going to be super strong. Then the next one depends on how it's going. I may go on into my 3 here, just to be able to get that extra damage as well. Or I may come on in and get my 1. I really like going to the 3 because it's a lot easier to confirm without needing to get super out of position in a sense to throw those darts. But if not, I will go into my 1. So I really have switched this. It really depends on how the lane's going. If we're about to kill them, I'm going to go on into my 1 just so I can get that extra power and get the split. So if they run back, I can still like poke them in a sense by hitting the archers and having it branch off. Branching bola, branch off and hit them. So it's very difficult to say. So if I had to absolutely pick, it will be the 3. Whatever one you don't get though, go on in and switch it up with your 1. Again, it's very hard to say. It depends on how the lane is going. At that point, going into your ult, and then I like maxing the 3. At this point, I'll then go on into the 2 because your ult only gives you a little bit more movement speed, no cooldown or anything like that. So max the 3, then going into the 2, and then going into the 1. Yes, I get the 1 is very strong, but for what you get, I would much rather max these 2 first and then going into your branching bolas, because this is when you're going to start coming online at this point. Before that, though, you're not actually going to... I personally think going into the 2 and the 3 will be much better for you. And, of course, level the ult last. The one really amazing thing with Xbal is that he is very easily able to get assists. For the actual start itself, though, you want to go into Boomba's Mask, Death Toll, and then you start, or I start 2 of each, and then most likely beats. This is the only god. Now, I personally have not tested it because I still think it's a very shitty item. But if after getting a first couple items online, you can, again, I haven't tested it. I don't know if it would be good, but wrong does mask. The reason why is if you ult, you can stack not only kills on your ADCs, but all of the assists that you get will stack this incredibly quick. The only downside is that it says at 6 stacks it provides 7% movement speed, 10% CDR. Awesome. At 16 stacks, that means 8 of your kills are 16 team kills. It's really hard to pick this up as an Xbal without knowing how well the rest of your team is. Because if so, you just got behind on gold for literally a 5 mana per 5 item, like for 1 more mana per second. Really bad. So if you get super fed, this could potentially be just a cheese pickup here, because like I said, at 16 stacks you get 15 pen, 10% movement speed, and 15% CDR. It's very strong for 5, but it's a very high risk, high reward. So something I probably wouldn't recommend. But to go on into the build, you want to go into Ninja Taba. You do not go into Warriors with him because of his passive. If you don't know his passive, you increase your physical power by 30. So you might as well get the extra attack speed and get more power than you would here. There's no reason to have 70 physical power in a sense on your boots. You'd much rather want the attack speed and the mana. Then as a second item, going into Transcendence, followed by Rage, and then I go like going on into Hastened here. At that point, depending on how it's going, if I'm like needing that lifesteal and I'm not like spooling or like flying off here, most of the time I'll keep Boombas and I'll sell Bluestone at this point as the first one that I will sell. If you cannot afford Bloodforge, Asai is definitely a very good transition item. Going on into Asai will allow you to get some lifesteal, get some pen and all that fun stuff, and really be able to kind of feed and leech off of Boomba's mask. If, however, you are getting the gold spool, then fine. Go with Bloodforge, and then lastly, you're going to want to go into Deathbringer as your last item. Now, to show you just basically how strong this actually hits, and this is with no potions, no like attack speed items or power buffs or anything like that, but you can basically just go ahead and hit, and he's going to die. Boom. Yay! So Bloodforge does give you that nice little power spike as well. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. But keep in mind though, guys, this is with no stacks on Transcendence, no stack or 1 stack on Rage now. So your crit's going to be even higher. And then there is no damage buff. There's no anything. So until the next time though, guys, have yourself a fucking amazing life.
See ya.